Speaking of Calvin, ladies and gentlemen, please help welcome to the stage the man, the myth, the legend, the president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of King County, Calvin Lyons.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you. Wow. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you again to our TAP team. And thank you for helping to start this off as a wonderful, wonderful evening. Again, my name is Calvin Lyons. I'm the president and CEO. Thank you. I'm the president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of King County. And I'd like to extend a hearty Boys and Girls Club welcome to each of you. Thank you again. You know, there is nothing better than feeling like you belong. And at the Boys and Girls Clubs of King County, we welcome over 17,000 Boys and Girls Clubs on an annual basis. 17,000. It is vitally important, however, that for kids to feel that someone cares for them, that they are welcomed, and they're welcomed in a way that makes them want to stay engaged and stay close to the organization. To achieve this, they need a circle of family, friends, and mentors to help them stay on track. Kids today, excuse me back there, this is very important. Kids today have so many challenges, whether it is social, emotional, educational, or physical. Every kid needs help to overcome the challenges they face and then to change those challenges into opportunities. Boys and Girls Club plays a huge part and a vital role in helping kids to do this. I like to think of the clubs as a hub. We mentor and we help kids, but we can also connect them with other resources and community partners to ensure that they and their families get the help they need. Very often when a kid doesn't perform and they become uninterested, it is easy to assume that they're being rebellious or that they're acting out. And while that may be part of the truth, we should, as adults, step closer to make sure we're listening, to learn more about what's really happening in their lives. Sometimes it could be a situation at home. It could be peer pressure. It could be anxiety over schoolwork. But whatever the cause, as caring adults, we need to be there to help them. I must say I feel truly honored to be part of an organization that listens to kids' stories. But at the same time, my heart breaks for some of the stories that I hear. We have kids that are facing bullying and stress, drugs, and even trafficking. And these are serious problems that we're working to erase. We know these problems occur in the suburbs as well in the cities, where economic issues may be more prevalent. But kids are facing terrible problems. Just being in an atmosphere with these types of challenges can impact the future success of any kid. It can increase their chances of truancy or even dropping out of school completely. Did you know that grade transitions from elementary to middle school and from middle school to high school are extremely significant? Those 2 points are where most kids drop out. They're vulnerable times. But at the clubs, our goal is to have kids drop in, not drop out. We want them engaged. Thank you. We want them engaged, and the best way to do that is through programming and the people they encounter at the clubs. Another significant detriment for kids' success is the ability to read by the 3rd grade. Research has demonstrated that kids who are unable to read by the 3rd grade have off-the-chart potential for incarceration and unemployment. Think about this. The cost of keeping a juvenile in detention for 1 year is estimated to be $88,000. This does not begin to take into account the impact on their families, on their psyche, on their potential for success. Wouldn't you rather invest $88,000 to help kids become successful members of the community and put them in a position to give back? When I start mentioning figures like this, Brad Thorson, our former board chair and a great guy, always wants to raise his paddle. I said, Brad, you're a generous guy. Just wait just a minute. We'll get around to you. But Brad Thorson, we love you. Thank you. And here's a math problem for all of us to consider. It costs just over $500 to fully cover a kid's membership at the Boys and Girls Clubs of King County. Just $500 a year. So if you think about it this way, we could either send one kid to juvenile detention, or we can ensure 150 kids are actively engaged in the club. And per our data, we know that if a kid comes to the club at least twice a week, their chances of making bad decisions is nearly zero. One example to ensure kids read by third grade is our Summer Brain Gain program. This summer literacy program helps kids stay current on their learning. We make sure they are reading and engaged in learning activities for the entire summer. It helps them catch up, and it also helps them get ahead in some cases so that they are ready to start the next school year equal with their peers. But clubs provide so much more than just literacy programs. We have the best trained, most passionate and dedicated staff members in the world. Every day they serve as role models and mentors, and they do that for the kids we serve. They help guide the kids to develop that important inner compass, and it keeps them focused, due north, ready to perform. They help kids learn about social and emotional intelligence, and they teach them about how to embrace diversity and not hide from it or bully it. I would like to ask our amazing staff members to stand at this time and be recognized. Staff, please stand, and thank you for all you do. Yes. You are an absolutely amazing team of passionate and compassionate individuals, and you know I love you. Our success is based on the power of working together, and we work with numerous community groups and organizations and schools, and we work on prevention versus intervention. I would like to take a moment and recognize some of the people, in addition to our staff, who make those partnerships work. I'm going to call names, and when I call your category, please stand, but I'll ask everyone, of course, to hold your applause until we name everyone. I'd like for any elected officials to please stand. Please, if you're an elected official, please stand and be recognized at this time. And I see King County Councilmember Jane Haig. Thank you. Thank you for all you do. Long-term Boys and Girls Club supporter. Any others? I can't see with the lights in my eyes. Okay. I'd like our King County Board of Directors to stand. And please join them with our club advisory board members. Please hold your applause. Well, forget it. Go ahead and clap. All right, thank you, board members. Eddie Pasatiempo is here. Eddie is our auction committee chair. And Eddie, I think, knows everyone in the world. Our KidsAuction committee, would you stand too? And then we have a few of them. All right, now is the time. Now we can clap. But we know none of us can do this alone, and we certainly cannot do it without you. They say it takes a village, and it does. But I say it also takes a ballroom. And tonight we have the chance to reach deep into our hearts, deep into our wallets, to make a difference. And I ask you to join me tonight. Your investment this evening can save the lives of kids as early as Monday morning. Thanks again.